Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know I haven't posted that much, but today the topic is we're gonna talk about how to develop that emotional intelligence, because period, everyone needs how to control themselves, how everyone needs how to be self-aware of themselves. So let's go. Okay, so you want to be emotional intelligence. You click on this video because you want to control your emotions. I'm gonna explain how right now. So in order to develop, actually build emotional intelligence, we need to be self-reflective on our emotions, on our mistakes, on what trigger us. Always think about what triggers you. What are your triggers? What makes you out of control, that when it comes to control your emotions, you don't know how to control your emotions because maybe you're eating too much, maybe you have an eating disorder, that's why you don't have emotional intelligence. Because when it comes to food, when you're always hungry, you always look for the food, you never look out for yourself. That's a mistake that we need to do now. Okay, we need to find a solution for that. We need to find a solution for our triggers. Always analyze in your mind, what are my triggers? What is that is making me do that? Can I have a solution for that? Because when it comes to becoming self-aware of your own emotions, you have to understand that when we realize our emotions, we have to be self-reflective, we have to journalize, we have to regulate ourselves. Because when you are at work, when you are at school, and you're saying something that is making the other person feel bad, did you think about what you said? Because always analyze, when people do not have emotional intelligence, they do not think before they speak. A person with emotional intelligence will always think before they speak. Is this necessary to speak? Is this gonna have an impactive on the person? Also, I like to say that emotional intelligence is always on the social group. When you want to build emotional intelligence, you always have to analyze your thoughts. What am I going to say? Is this what am I going to say impact people? Is this what I'm going to say is really gonna matter? But it doesn't matter if it's gonna matter, it matters if you thought about it and you reflected. Okay, another tip I would like to say about how to develop emotional intelligence is that in order to develop emotional intelligence, we also need to practice empathy and socialize with others, with understanding the social world, how we communicate. Because emotional intelligence is also about communication. Okay, we have to develop communication skills in order to develop emotional intelligence, and that's what we want to develop here. Okay, so in order to develop emotional intelligence in social groups, we have to practice empathy. Empathy is such a gratitude, such always being thankful for yourself, but it's not always that. Okay, is socializing with others in a good way, in a good manner, in understanding others, in reflecting your emotions, in always managing your behavior. Because when it comes to build and develop your emotional intelligence, it's not always like managing your emotions, managing your thoughts, and it's always managing when you are under pressure. Because when you see, well, I see this a lot, okay? I know managers that have emotional intelligence and they work under pressure with no problem at all. Why? Because they know they need to speak. They know how to control themselves out of anger, out of everything that's going on. No matter what happened, no matter what's happening with them, it could be the worst case scenario. Okay, it could be someone is probably made like the biggest mistake in the kitchen. They manage themselves to stay calm. They manage their emotions, and this is really important. What I see in a lot of people. Maybe it's something happened to you at work, but you have to stay calm, but you don't know how to stay calm. The next time, a tip that I'm gonna give you guys. The next time something happens when you are in a work, in the office, at school, college, university, it doesn't matter. Always think about a good moment. Always think about a good moment, a good thing. It doesn't matter. Pray if you're religious. Pray to your God. Do everything. Do something that makes you happy. Okay, I know it's difficult and maybe you don't feel like, but just do something that makes you happy afterwards, because you need sometimes to treat yourself when something bad happens. It's okay, just remind yourself that it will be okay. I know it's hard, but it will be worth it afterwards. Okay, so emotional intelligence is a way to practice empathy, self-reflection, and all the things that makes you aware of what you're doing. You need basically to control your emotions, and how you control your emotions by self-reflecting yourself, by controlling your emotions, by managing what you do, by doing what feels right to you, by doing what makes you happy. Because I'm telling you, okay, when you become self-aware, you're always gonna be compassionate about yourself. Treat yourself, control yourself. Do not be out of control. Know what you do. Know what you reflect. Because you are what you think. You are what you speak to people. If you speak negative words about yourself, you eventually will become that negative words. Why? Because you're not emotionally intelligent. You're not self-aware of what you're saying. It really needs to develop this. It's not just, oh, I'm just gonna say something out of my mouth and it won't matter. God is seeing everything. If you believe in God, if you believe in the universe, it eventually will happen. Okay, it will eventually happen. But honestly, you eventually become what you speak, what you think. Eventually, it's not gonna happen tomorrow, never, or maybe another week, another year, but it will eventually happen if you keep saying consistently the negative words. That's the reason we have to self-reflect on ourselves. That's not only the reason. Because in my personal experience, when I became self-confident, I started saying positive words about myself, that I was gonna be confident enough to speak on the camera. And look at me. I have a good YouTube channel with enough subscribers to watch my YouTube channel, and yeah, here I am. Because I reflected on my mistakes, and I also reflected on what I could do in order to improve my social skills and in order to be confident enough to speak in front of a camera. Okay, which I think I have enough confidence, but that's for another video, of course. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and don't forget to click the like button and subscribe. So yeah, mwah. Hope you guys love this video, and see you in the next video.